Greetings and salutations, dreamers in dreamland. Welcome to the latest edition of Listen to Me. This pretty much emergency break-in update edition of Listen to Me, if you will. Now, today is Tuesday, August the 10th, 2021, and we had some bad news, some terrible news. We're just 11 days from what would have been the big fight between Errol Spence JR and the legend Manny Pacquiao, but for whatever reason, Errol Spence Jr. is pulled out of the fight, claiming an eye injury that he has sustained. 11 days from the fight. 11 days before the fight is supposed to take place. Now, this is very bizarre, very peculiar, but it really is in tune with all things PBC. They tend to just give off this horrible odor. They stink. I mean, let's face it, last weekend, Michael Fox, he was robbed. He was blatantly, flat out robbed in a fight that he should have won. And, robberies in boxing, they happen all the time. And that's another video for another day. But this, robbery by, the WBA ultimately, was there 3 judges. One of them who's, this one woman who's ultimately a racist. A true racist. She is. The history of her tweets proves she's a racist. And it just so happens that she scores, against Michael Fox. All 3 judges, handing the fight to the opponent of Michael Fox when Michael Fox was the clear winner of the fight. And that happened on a PBC card. And a lot of shady, judges' scorecards happen on these PBC cards. But here we go again. PBC, they blow the Canelo fight. They do not achieve the Canelo fight for Caleb Plant. Not yet. They had every opportunity to do so. Have not secured the fight. And the Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. showdown has turned into what I believe is Yordenis Ugas and Manny Pacquiao to have one WBA champion. No champion in recess. Whatever. It's, listen, I really like Yordenis Ugas. Yeah, that's right. Your favorite boxing shaman, yours truly, the dream. I actually really like Yordenis Ugas. I think that's a guy that has shown and proved that he can beat just about anyone at 147 pounds. I cite back to the Shawn Porter fight for the WBC title. I felt, as many people did, that Yordenis Ugas deserved the nod that night. He didn't get it. Yordenis Ugas, who has defeated Ray Robinson, the much, I don't want to say ducked, but no one is really looking to jump in the ring with Ray Robinson. Fun fact, everybody, 2 guys that beat, the American badass, Bud Terrence Crawford as an amateur. 2 guys that beat him as an amateur, Yordenis Ugas and Ray Robinson. Now, those guys squared off as professionals, and it was a close fight. And some people feel the referee stopped the fight a little bit soon, but Yordenis Ugas, he got it done with his aggression, and he ultimately stopped Ray Robinson. But Yordenis Ugas has not shied away from anyone. He's taken on all comers. And, he's a guy I like, but make no mistake about it. This was not the swan song, the retirement fight that Manny Pacquiao wanted. Sorry. He wanted to fight unified 147-pound champion, and who many people feel is the top dog at 147 pounds. He wanted to fight Errol Spence Jr. That's what Manny Pacquiao wanted to do. He didn't want to fight Yordenis Ugas. That's not what Manny Pacquiao was looking for. And to be honest with you, Yordenis Ugas versus Manny Pacquiao as a pay-per-view, that's not the same thing as Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr. It's still a good fight. I'm not telling you it's not a good fight, but it's not the same thing. And here we go again. The PBC, something happening on their island with just 11 days to go before the day of the fight. Errol Spence Jr. has to back out with an eye injury. Now, I'm not a doctor. I haven't seen the doctor's reports or the medical reports or anything like that. And I don't know if this is real or this is fake. I really don't. I don't. It's very peculiar that this happened, in the sparring, 11 days before the fight. That don't make a lot of sense to me, personally. But if you take it at face value, it still stinks to the high heavens of over-promising and under-delivering once again, courtesy of the pretty basic crap coming from PBC Island. So until we meet again, dreamers in dreamland, there's a little bit of food to digest from yours truly, your favorite boxing shaman, the dream, the one and only. Until we meet again, my friends, I love each and every one of you, but not nearly equal. It's just the way it is, because some of y'all still eat that PBC crap for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I don't get it. Ha ha! Till we meet again, my friends. Peace.